How do you explain that in so many other Muslim countries, and I'm just going to finish on that, there are people who haven't seen the movie and who are going out and they can't really differentiate between the people who did it. We don't even know who did it. First of all, it came out that it was maybe an American Israeli, then it came out that maybe it was a Coptic Christian trying to ignite strife in Egypt, so we're not really sure. And these are people that are going and attacking embassies all over the world, blaming it on America.
Well,
is that justified?
That is stupidity, because first of all, the American government as such has absolutely no say over what is made into films and written and TV. In the United States, there's complete freedom of speech. And so the U.S. government, to attack it, to say you have to, is wrong. Secondly, to go out and burn down Burger Kings or McDonald's stores in
Kentucky Fried Chicken in Lebanon, right.
That is a stupid mistake as well, although I'm not crazy about Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Okay.
It belongs to a Lebanese business. It employs Lebanese. It's not Americans working at Kentucky Fried Chicken in Tripoli. It's Lebanese. Who loses their jobs over this? Lebanese people. Who ends up having to refurbish the place and
so who do you blame for this, though? Who do you blame for this? Do you blame because there are leaders that are calling for these protests to take place, so do you blame those leaders, or do you blame the people that are not aware or not knowledgeable enough? Or
well, I don't blame the leaders, because they're doing what leaders do. They have a reason for doing what they do, regardless of what they benefit from that. I blame the people who go and demonstrate and turn to violence for not being smart enough to question themselves and to question those around them as to, does this really serve the purpose? Does this serve Lebanon or the Arab cause or the Muslim cause to burn down a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Tripoli? And I think the answer is easily reached.
Okay. We spoke earlier about the American government and what the American government had said about the U.S. ambassador to Libya. And we're going to switch this to, in about 6 weeks, only 6 weeks left before big election day on November 6th, and early voting underway in some states. And we are seeing, according to polls released today, that Romney is facing a problematic map, a ticking clock, and a campaign demeanor that has failed to click with many voters, and Obama's taking the lead. So how do you explain that?
Well, first, I think Romney is a weak candidate.
Why?
Because if you look at what America needs today, what the United States needs is a strong leader who is knowledgeable in a number of issues, including foreign affairs, including domestic affairs. Mitt Romney is not that person. He arrived to that position because there is lack of other leadership. The Republican Party is disintegrating. I think it has to re-examine itself and to reinvent itself. It has to find new leadership. It doesn't have leadership. If you look at the last election, who was running for the Republicans? You had Sarah Palin, who is completely absent, thank God, from the scenario this time, and the candidate of the last election is again is nowhere to be seen. So they're going through a major crisis, and they have to reinvent themselves. They have to attract new members to the Republican Party. They have to attract younger people. It's a party of old, gray-haired, great ideas.
Well, are they right? But why are they failing? Do you believe Obama's going to win this election?
I think Obama is not going to lose the election. He's going to win by default because of Romney's faux pas and the things he has said. The two recent. You followed, I'm sure, the video that was released.
Right, the secret video.
The secret video. I mean, to say what he said about the majority or a large part of the voters is unacceptable. I mean, he should be banned from running for president for even saying something like that. Then the next day he says something about Iran, it shows that he has no notion of foreign policy or domestic policy. He lives in his little world, surrounded by his advisors. I think it would be a disaster to have someone like him in the White House.